I'm with a librarian from Illinois, and we're talking about story time with the kiddos. And so, since we're focusing about weather, I thought this would be easy because you don't necessarily have to know all the signs. This will kind of lead you on this. And this is one you can do in there with the kids because it has like posters as well as the worksheets and coloring sheets that go in this whole set. Another one, let me see, I'm just typing in cow jumped. I'm looking at this one. I can actually take you on the back end and show you what this actually looks like. Would that be helpful to you? Then you can see the whole thing.
Sure.
Fun things is the coloring sheets. You can just focus on a sign, or you can focus on the reverse way of it where you have the like the image. Let me come to one that's, yeah, there's the one for hot. I've got a little delay here. Hot, and then they learn the sign hot too. And then they can write whatever you want them to in a guided lesson. And then there's even a dice game, and you can find these on the website pretty easy if you just type in weather dice or weather coloring. But we were looking at some other ideas for your room there. I will say this, that your weather wall charts, if you were looking at them, like if you wanted to put them up in the classroom, excuse me, your library, like if you're focusing on a word of the day, I can show you what that looks like. I just put these up, so let me grab these real quick. And working with toddlers, this is very visual. You can have them, and I'm just envisioning story time, okay? So go with me here. When you're talking about story time with the kids, you might have a game with them that goes with that. Is that correct?
Usually some kind of activity anyway.
Okay, some kind of activity. So we're looking right here at, here they are. You can actually take like a weather chart, and you can have these, and in the weather charts actually come smaller versions. So each of the kids could have them, and then they could try to go stand whatever sign you sign. Here's the word hot. You could just only do 2 signs or 3 signs, and you could just sign rain. And then they have to all go over to that poster where it's at. And that's like for little toddlers. Another fun thing is you could actually cut these and put them on the table, the different ones, and see if they can match them like a memory game, something of those nature. And then we were looking at the other idea we were talking about for the little kids here. I am looking at, let me do that. So you'll get a copy of this, that way you can remember. But if you just type resource, you can see all the different resource links, and you can type weather resource list, and then it'll have the a whole slew of things that you could click on, and takes you right to it. Or you can just search there. Let me come back over here. Anytime you're teaching at the library, you can use the filter system or the search system. And so what that looks like, if you go in here and you shop either one of these, let's just go right here. And so if you want to shop by any of these categories, if you're doing science, you can filter there, and then those kind of items will come up and you'll be able to see them. And find all the different activities that are available. What might meet your needs. And there's this one. Oh, and here's the wind. Here's the fable for the wind and the sun. And that's a fun one as well. That's the one I think I was showing you a little while ago. So those are just some things to get some ideas going. Oh, my favorite thing is, and let me grab this to give you an illustration. If you get a set of the flashcards, you have a book and you can tape it in there. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
And then you don't have to remember the sign. It's right there and you can have them copy it as well. So if you're talking about rain on that page, and the next page, it might be talking about the snow, and you can just type those one words in there. And the other beautiful thing that I will say that we recognize was a real need, and that is when you get the flashcards, there's going to be a QR code. Have you used those before?
No, I haven't figured out how to make them work on my phone yet.
Okay, so if you take your phone and open up your camera and you hold it over that QR code, let me do it backwards. Oh, I'm trying to do it backwards. That's my
I
alarm.
think my problem is I don't have a reader on my phone. I need to download a
You open
Really?
up your camera, just your camera. So when I open up a camera, do you see that orange, that yellow popped up, and you touch it? I'm having trouble holding everything and touching it. Let me see if I can do it now. So I touch it. Oh, it needs my Face ID. When you do that, it will open up straight to it. Do you have your phone on you now? You can try it if you want. Okay, so with the QR codes, it will end up taking you over to this page, and then you can see all these signed. The good part is not only can you see them signed, but you can show it to the kids. And they correlate with those flashcards. And that's something to help you. And then further along, there's more ideas. And then if you go on to the bottom, there's a whole playlist you can click on and see other ideas. These I actually have ideas for you could do with the kiddos. And now as a librarian, you can come in here and go to free resources as well. And in here, you'll be able to find, let me resume right here. I apologize. I realized my screen was frozen. So let me back up and show you what I was showing you. This is the page right here with all the videos that plays for you. You can see them signed and show it to the kids. And then when you scroll on down, you'll be able to see even more ideas right here. Okay. And then what we're going to do is we're going to click on right here, and we're going to go to free resources. This is another huge pocket area that you'll probably appreciate as a librarian. And right here, and anyway, so let's go, if we wanted to go to weather, if you're teaching weather, we're in the ABC order, we're going to hit weather. And then there's that video here too, and that could take you to resources. And there's tons of little pockets in here like that. There's lots of stuff on here, but I don't want to overwhelm you. But again, going back here, you can search for anything. And one of the things I encourage you, especially as a librarian, your library probably has funds. If they get you a membership, you can end up saving 50% off of your orders.
Yeah, I'm basically stuck with the free stuff because, you know, we're a very small library and we don't have a child with needs right now. We do have one who is developmentally delayed and his speech isn't there yet because he's, you know, a toddler.
Yeah, well, this is where you would want to go then to get started and do things to at least you can show them these kinds of things to get started. Does that help you?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're all done now, and we want to say thank you to Rita, the librarian, who is wanting to just share a little bit of love for sign language with the kids that show up for story time. So thank you for everything you do for the kiddos. Thank you.
Thank you.